Zora Airdrop is here, Optimism 2-week campaign for liquidity, 2 useful tools to help you identify all the airdrops you have qualified for, and so much more. Let's get started. Starting with Zora, if you have used the platform over the last couple of years, you're going to be receiving an airdrop on April 23rd. Currently, there's no checker nor specific time of the claims. However, make sure to follow them on their socials to stay updated. 2 things to keep in mind is that there were 2 snapshots. Snapshot number 1 was from January 1st, 2020 until March 3rd, 2025, and snapshot number 2 was from activity from March 3rd until April 20th. So in these 3 days between April 20th and April 23rd, when there's no any official snapshot being announced, it's probably also a good idea to maybe just buy 1 or 2 NFTs, do some basic activity in case there's going to be some multiplier. And 2 quick reminders for airdrop claims. If you've been farming Wayfinder or on Base or Ethereum mainnet, make sure to claim your prompt. The token has been doing pretty well over the last couple of days. However, now it's already starting to dip, so make sure to claim and potentially sell if you wish to do so. And another thing, if you've been using Kaito and you're a registered yapper, you could also have some of the prompt tokens waiting. You have only time until May 10th to claim your allocations. Also, there is a very useful thread showing you currently what airdrops are claimable for recap from April 19th. Additionally, there are 2 very useful tools I've come across, which first one is daylight.xyz. Here you can actually see most of your on-chain activity, but most importantly, this section called Your Claims. This is all the airdrops and other ERC20 claims that your specific wallet qualifies for. For example, this EPMX, something probably related to GMX or something. Anyway, this I would miss for 100,000% sure, but in this case, I'm probably getting some peanuts right here. So basically all you have to do is input your wallet and they will see exactly which claim you are eligible for. And here you verify a transaction. Now, another one that you've probably used in the past is also from Earnify, and they've integrated with Bankless couple years ago, and here you can see I'm getting super rich with these 4 claims that I've completely missed: Superfluid, Vechain, and Uniswap for some reason. But yeah, it's also a free tool. You need to make a Bankless account, so keep that in mind. You can also log in with Discord, but Gmail is probably a better version. Of course, probably the best way to stay updated with everything is also to talk to people about all distributions happening. We have a specific channel called Airdrop Distribution in our Discord, and here you will find all the alpha from the videos, usually days in advance. Also, strategies for all active and upcoming airdrops, as well as beginners questions section, which can help you so much on the beginning of your journey. If you're interested, make sure to check the subscriptions tab. Here you will find all the links to monthly, yearly plans, as well as an airdrop tracking application. And as always, all the links we always talk about are in the first link of the description of every video. All right, let's see what's going on with Optimism. So as you know, Optimism is having multiple rounds of their airdrop, and we are nowhere near the end. They're distributing rewards for the next couple of years. So the last initiative is called SuperStax, and it is basically a way to bring more on-chain liquidity and activity to Optimism. It's lasting from April 17th until April 30th. And you can see all the chains here that are actually integrated. We have Soneium, Base, Unichain, Optimism itself, Inkchain, Veldrum as an application, and no idea what this is. Maybe Sonic or something. You can let me know in the comments below. Whatever the case, most of these blockchains are actually really good airdrop targets in their own right, such as Soneium, Unichain, and Inkchain. Most of these we've already covered many times in the past. And if you ever want to find a video we mentioned about in the past, all you have to do is go to the website, go in the search tab, and here you can write in something like Soneium, for example, and you will find all the content regarding this specific blockchain. Now, regarding this, how you can actually get started. There are many different ways to do this. However, we recommend, if you're going to be using liquidity, to use at least a couple $100 per wallet, or make sure to do some proper transactions to even qualify, maybe even with Stargate, to get future Layer 0 fund rounds. Because Layer 0 actually raised new 55 million in the latest funding round. So how this would work with Stargate? You've used Stargate before, so basically make sure to bridge assets from a source chain into Optimism. Ideally, if you want to do a 2-in-1, you should bridge from Soneium or one of the other supported superchain blockchains. And even if Stargate does not actually generate you any experience, it might qualify for future layer 0 rounds, so it's never a bad airdrop Lego. Regarding the actual liquidity part of this airdrop, you need to deposit either in Uniswap or Velodrome. Both of these are very, very reputable applications on the superchain, so they should be safe, but remember always there is a risk of both smart contracts and, of course, impermanent loss. If you pair something like ETH USDT and ETH shots up in price or maybe goes down dramatically, there is a small risk of impermanent loss. So maybe it's not a bad idea to also go to InkChain and maybe pair two crypto assets such as ETH and BTC, because in theory, if you are okay with wrapped assets, in theory, they should at least be a little more correlated than just pairing up a stablecoin and another volatile asset. Also, you can also pair two stablecoins, but yields on these are usually horrible, but it is the safest option, of course. And two very important final notes regarding this. This campaign is currently very underfarmed, sitting at just over 7,000 users. But there does seem to be some conflicting information regarding what is the point of this experience. At one point, they say that this is purely experimental and that in the future, there's no any guarantees of rewards or anything. However, here in the FAQ section says, when can I redeem my points? After the program is completed, the amount of OP tokens you can redeem for each XP will be announced and the claims page will be published. So more information about the claims will go live at the end of the program. So it's kind of weird. At one point they say nothing is given for this, but here in the FAQ section there will be some rewards. Either way, it's underfarmed, it's optimism, you get airdrop multipliers, seems like a no-brainer to participate, even though it is only for 2 weeks. Finally, I will also leave a blog post describing all of these things in much detail, but TLDR is that they're trying to foster interoperability between the superchain blockchains to ensure that future incentives and rewards are aligned with the community needs and desires. Also, if you are having assets on some super exotic chain, usually relay.link is one of the best ways to bridge your assets from anywhere to anywhere. They also don't have a token, so keep that in mind. And really last for this chapter, if you want to participate in some layer 3-esque tasks, much like Galaxy and similar, Soneium has this superboard.xyz where you can do some activities on different dApps on Soneium, which is also going to participate you in the Optimism Airdrops for the future. And another dApp we've used in the past, Superform, has officially launched a points program. So starting on April 21st at 1500 UTC, you're not just generating yield on Superform, but you're also generating points. These 3 ways to do this: deposit and earn, refer your friends, or simply own the Super Friends NFT. And for everyone farming Lens, you can mint your reputation score for just $2.5. You will need the Go stablecoin on their network, and in order to get assets, you can simply use the bridge using gas.zip. So let's wrap up with another stark reminder of how no centralized exchange, or decentralized exchange for that matter, is safe from exploits. Just like Hyperliquid, just like Bybit, and now we're adding BitGet to the list. Apparently there was a very small automated market maker bug for one token that kept pumping and dumping for about 10%, which a certain group of users exploited for over 100 million. So another reminder to always diversify your assets through exchanges and wallets in a decentralized DeFi manner. And that's a wrap for all the airdrop claims, tools, and new project updates for today. If you like the content, make sure to like and subscribe, bell notifications on. Any questions, comments, I'm waiting for you in the comment section and in our Discord. As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, have an amazing day.